The Paper Clips or the best team in LA, the Lakers?
I guess we know your answer. Preseason, I picked the Lakers like a lot of people, like I think you guys. But
Not me.
Watching the eye test, just watching the teams, and then their stats to back it up, the Clippers are better. And I said in the preseason, even as I picked the Lakers, I thought the Clippers should be the favorite and on paper were the better team. And they've made that paper come to life. They look great. And here's several reasons I think they're better. One, now, while it's true the Lakers have two of the three best players in L.A., LeBron, Kawhi, and AD, and I would say in that order, okay? However, the Clippers are a better team. The Clippers have two other basically 20-point scores. Paul George is over 20. Kawhi is obviously over 20. And then Lou Williams is averaging 19, and Montrezl Harrell's averaging 19. They're a team, and the Lakers are too LeBron-centric. It's not his fault. It's his greatness. But he's making plays for everybody. He's got to create for everybody, and that's hard to beat a great team when you're creating for everybody, even as you have another great player like AD. Look at LeBron's career. The teams that have been his nemesis are teams, talented teams. San Antonio, even though they were old, in 2014, ran through Miami, played really team basketball and had talent. Golden State that beat him all those years. A lot of talent and played team basketball. The Clippers are doing the same thing. When you watch them, you see, yeah, they got two stars, but the ball finds everybody. Everybody gets their shot. Pat Beverly might hit a big shot. Landry Shamet might hit a big shot. The ball is moving. Now, against top teams, it's to Rob's point. The top four teams in each conference, the Clippers are 8-5. The Lakers are 5-6. So they've been pounding on the weaker teams, but have had trouble against the better teams in the league. And, of course, the Clippers are 2-0 against the Lakers head up. And the Clippers, they're only 3 behind the Lakers, 3 games, and they haven't even been healthy. They're 17-5 when Kawhi and Paul George play together. So if you just watch them, look, their perimeter defense is staunch. Only thing you can say about them is they don't have rim protection. But their perimeter defense is so good that you're going to have trouble getting to the rim. So I just think the Clippers, and they got more closers. They got Kawhi, Paul George, Lou Williams. Marcus Morris can hit a big shot. The Lakers, and LeBron, we know he can close games, but he tends to either take a 3 or go all the way to the hoop. And when you watch him against the Clippers in the first 2 games, I thought he was tentative initially watching the 2 games, and I was like, what is going on? But maybe it's that he's had trouble getting by the perimeter defense to get to the rim at 35 years old. So, look, I don't write off the Lakers. I give them a shot. I think here's what I think has to happen for the Lakers to win it. 1, LeBron's got to be heroic and lift them over a better team. He did it in 2016 against Golden State. 2, Anthony Davis needs to dominate the fourth quarter. And to do that, they need to change the way they're playing. Because right now, they're not even giving Anthony Davis the chance to dominate the fourth quarters. He's got to dominate Marcus Morris or Kawhi or Paul George or Harrell, whoever they put on him, Zubac. In the fourth quarter, they got to change the way they play. Because Anthony Davis, you're going to be shocked when you hear this number. He's averaging 5.5 minutes a game in the fourth quarter. He's playing less than half of the fourth quarter. He's averaging 2.9 points in the fourth quarter. He's averaging 2.9 shots in the fourth quarter. What are they doing?
Well,
I don't care that
often they're blowing teams out because they have the best point differential.
Well, LeBron's playing 9 minutes in the fourth quarter and 7 points and leading the league in shot attempts.
I think LeBron's trying to win. LeBron is doing what Russell Westbrook did the last couple of years, trying to win an MVP award. LeBron, it's big narrative on social media.
Is it more important to win
Am I a washed king? I'm averaging 25. I'm leading the league in assists at 35 years old. I'm averaging 7 rebounds. He's having arguably the greatest season ever at 35 years old.
Okay, at 35.
And LeBron's trying to make the case, hey, we didn't make the playoffs last year, but I'm not washed, as everybody says on TV
The
shows.
best way to prove he's not the washed king is to win a championship. And the best chance to do that is to get AD in the mindset that I'm the beast in the fourth quarter.
Yes, I agree.
Nobody can change it.
Right. Lakers Clippers is close. I am maybe on an island here. We'll see what Greg Jennings says.
I convinced you.
I like the Lakers. I think they give a slight edge to them. Here's why. The stats are great. You can trot them out all you want. Offensive efficiency, Lakers are higher than Clippers. Defensive efficiency, Lakers above Clippers. But Clippers haven't been fully healthy, as we know. So I think it comes down to stars, as you said, in the fourth quarter. And I trust LeBron and AD over Kawhi and
Why?
Paul George. Well, I'll give you that right now. I believe that the one guy that matters more than anything among the role players, which you love to talk about, is Danny Green. Spent 7 years with Kawhi in San Antonio, and we saw Kawhi twice in both meetings this year take over and dominate the Lakers in the fourth. Christmas Day and opening night, which I was there, Kawhi just was unstoppable. LeBron can't guard him in the fourth. We saw LeBron try to guard Kevin Durant in the fourth quarter of the finals. He got lit up like a Christmas tree. Danny Green has got to be the guy to defend Kawhi. He's their best option. We know it's not Kuzma. And if Danny Green can shut him down, I'm not worried about AD.
Shut him down?
Well, at least not have him go off for 10 and 12 points. I think AD and LeBron can handle him offensively. I give the Lakers a slight edge over the Clippers.
I'm not buying that at all. I think the Clippers have done everything that we saw in the preseason, I mean, on paper before, and you talked about it, is all come to fruition. Every single thing, it's a matter of they're taking their time. They're not trying to get the best record in the NBA. It's not important. The Lakers started 24-3. They're 15-9 since. Chris gave you all the numbers against the better teams, the top 4 teams. That should concern you. You're only going to see the best teams come playoff time. Loading up against these also-rans and bad teams, that doesn't mean anything. They're empty stats. Also, you got Doc Rivers, a guy who's won a championship. When you go get Morris, Chris talks about this all the time on the radio, and I'm with him, about the dog that's in the Clippers. They have it. Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly, you know these guys get after it. You don't have that feel with the Lakers. They got talent. You're right. And the AD thing, the 2 games against the Clippers, he has a total of 4 points. They gave up those games. Why is Anthony Davis not a bigger part? Who is supposed to defend him? Nobody should be able to defend him. But we haven't seen that. And Kyle Kuzma, they kept him. Is he really going to, in the second half, be that guy and mature? Or will he be the inconsistent guy who's not ready to win basketball games, who's just willing to put up shots? We don't know that. And if you want to hinge everything and put your wagon to Danny Green, all right. But I'm telling you, that's not going to get it
Who
done.
else is guarding Kawhi? I don't know who
But
it
that's
is.
not going to get it done against this
That's
team.
fair.
He can't
There's
shut
too
him
many
down.
guys, and that they keep coming at you. It's a wave. And the defense, that's how you win championships. They have all the recipes. They've done everything, and it's only a matter of time that as the year goes on, they'll have more time together. They'll gel more. Kawhi will be healthy, or healthier because they haven't burnt him out during the regular season. And he'll have a chance to do something nobody's ever done. Win back-to-back championships on franchises that had never previously won. He has that chance.
I like the Lakers. And I would like the Lakers even better if they were able to somehow acquire Dion Waiters as an offensive
Oh, now
player.
it's
I
Dion
like that.
Waiters.
I like that.
And I'll tell you why. Because the Clippers, being realistic, they have so much firepower offensively, but they can also defend you on the wing. Where you look at the Lakers and they can't defend. They have firepower offensively, but they can't really defend you on the wing. So what do? Add more firepower offensively, and Dion Waiters will give that to you. But I think Anthony Davis, the numbers that the statistics that you just gave us, staggering. I know. It is ridiculous. And I believe that what makes this team better, you mentioned them having 2 out of the 4 best, 2 out of the 3 top players in LA. I think Anthony Davis has to get to the point where he is the best player in LA. And if he gets to that point, meaning they have to change the way they play, you mentioned that, but being dominant in the fourth quarter and becoming that closer, which I know he can be, he was that way in New Orleans. We've seen him do it. He has to impose his will because there is no one on that Clippers roster that can guard Anthony Davis. He is the X factor. He has to be special. That's why I give the advantage to the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm with you. And when we say change the way they play, it's not stylistically so much. Like, what they do is they play AD like the whole third quarter, sitting for like the first 3 or so, maybe more minutes, according to these numbers, of the fourth. Change that. You got to play him 10 minutes, 9, 10 minutes.
get him
in the fourth quarter,
acclimated.
right.
Get him acclimated
and start
to that.
feeding him. And I don't agree with you. I think LeBron is trying to rack up numbers as you know, as he's playing well and try to catch Kareem, which I don't fault him for. I mean, every player would want those numbers. But the way for him to not be the Wash King, as you've said, is to win the championship. You know, everybody knows he's the best player on the team, but AD, to your point, Greg, has got to get them going. And Rob said it about the dog. The Lakers, they're Hollywood, they're Beverly Hills. The Clippers are Compton and Watts.
right.
I mean, serious.
Yeah, the billboards around town, that's their
The
narrative.
Clippers come at Patrick Beverly, Kawhi Leonard, now Marcus Morris, Montrezl Harrell.
Fact.
And look, when the Lakers are playing Memphis, Sacramento,
Memphis is eighth in the-
Cleveland,
Memphis is
they
eighth in
got
the West.
swag for days.
Right.
All
Not
right,
Memphis.
they all up in the, you know. When they play the Clippers, I don't see no swag. I might see it for the first 3 quarters.
And then when the game is on the
I haven't seen it in
line.
the fourth. That's all I'm saying.
Basically, the final
I wanna
5
see,
minutes
I
against
want
the
to see
Clippers.
that swag against the Clippers that you show against Sacramento and Phoenix.
look,
And
no,
you
I haven't seen
You don't
it.
see the dog in Rondo? You don't think he's a dog?
Well, Rondo's a
Rondo's
little
gonna get after
older.
it.
I'm not saying Rondo. I would never take anything away from Rondo.
He's in
proven
the
it.
doghouse.
but he's
That's the
older.
way it is.
And
Marcus
I'm not
Morris
saying
is
none
not
of
a
them.
dog. He's a guy who gets thrown out of a preseason game for fighting. He's got bigger
that's
issues
a
than
dog. You need to have a
You
little
want that kind of
fear.
energy?
Yeah,
Okay.
think I might go crazy. The opponent.
We're talking about dog. The
You know
Clippers
I'm
have-
right, Greg.
Yes, the Clippers have the type of team that they can play within the rules of the NBA regulations, but they can also take those guys and go to the park and say, check up
Patrick
and play
Beverley
with
loves
anybody.
that. He's hurting guys
That's
all
the
over
type
the
of
place, yeah.
mentality you have to have on a team. And to your point, they credit the Clippers because they have it.
Yeah.
They have a lot, and they have it in more than just one player.
It ain't just Patrick Beverly, right?
No,
It's literally from top to bottom on their roster. But I'm not going.
I just
jump
want to
there.
see
I
it
like
from
the
the Lakers. That's
Rob
I
Parker,
would
you
love to
haven't
see
had a
LeBron
final
with
word
another.
yet. Go ahead.
Your
What do you
thing
got?
about
What you got?
LeBron winning the MVP, I'm with Chris. That's not going to get it done. If he doesn't win the championship, it'll be that Kawhi and Paul George came to L.A. in your building, right? You got Anthony Davis.
Agree.
And you didn't win a championship.
Okay, and
Ain't nobody want to hear about no stats.
Right.
Any of that.
It'll
none of
be
that.
great historically.
Right, but I'm saying, but those wouldn't matter to people
Right,
in L.A., right? They thought
Right.
they had a chance to win a championship. And the Clippers, who have never won,
Right.
and the guys who didn't want to come play with LeBron, wound up winning a championship.
And what happens if
over him.
Kawhi doesn't win the championship?
I'm just-
Can we then flip it and say, oh, you were low
No, no.
managing in November for nothing?
LeBron,
Huh? Can we bash Kawhi?
LeBron is the
Can we
biggest
go after
story.
Kawhi?
You know that.
No, we can't do that
Why?
because we see Kawhi. He's a younger player. He
Yes.
has time. His window of opportunity
Younger
is
player
still
needs to load manage in November.
What I will give
Give
you,
me a
J
break.
Mac, I do think when you load manage the way Kawhi does,
He better.
You better win it. Like maybe if they get to the finals and lose in a tough series of Milwaukee, people will give him a little slack.
Right.
But when you load manage like this, you got to deliver a championship.
All right, coming up next, will Tom Brady be playing for the Patriots next year? Stick around.